Gotta close that distance. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so we've covered this before. I want to cover it again and then break it down explicitly, like looking at some of the components of the setup and the entry of the arm drag into take the back, the body lock, and then you know, like a hip toss or suplex or whatever off the body lock. But I want to look at it, and again, we've covered this before, but specifically as through the setup and the entry through spinning hands and sticky hand, right? So remember that later feeding turns into leading, right? So I can get a hook in you and lead, you know, your arms or your hands, whatever, your body, where it's best for me, let's say. All right, so just to review, the from this position, boom, arm drag, and when I get the arm drag off him, it's going to turn him about 1/4 to 1/3 of the way to where I already have his back, so I can come behind with the alternate spinning step, right, to take the back. I get the body lock in, and then chuck him off to the side, right? So the same thing, you know, works either way. Boom, 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 right? But it's the setup and the entry into it that matters, right? So it's like, you know, Grandmaster Sam Chin says, like, you're not a policeman. Like, no one's gonna put their hands behind their back for you, you know? So it's like, you have to develop that energy of feeding and leading to get into, you know, the different kind of joint locks or grappling or whatever. So again, just, I should have said that specifically, is that this is specifically for grappling range, right? All right, so first thing, we have 8 cycles, right? So this cycle is, could be 6, 7, or 8, right? So if we just look at cycle 6, right, it's into out alternating. Keep going. Into out alternating. Right, so we're gonna look at this cycle first, right? Holding the point and getting all the qualities. All right, so then from here, when we take this, start getting into some like the grappling or joint locking, we can start to turn to tap. Right, so then you're turn to tap, right? Turn to tap, turn to tap. Yeah, so see, like one person at a time can turn to tap. My turn, your turn, right? If we were going the opposite way, then we're talking about this turn to tap, right? But from the arm drag is more from in to out, right? Coming from in to out. So the only thing that makes this different than your standard arm drag is that if I just come to here, see, I didn't control this hand, you're free to just counter attack me. Ideally, what I want is to be able to hold this point and lead this hand across his body as I come over for the entry into the arm drag, so that I still have this hand under control, right? Then I don't have to worry about this hand. Then I can just cut with the drag there, right? So again, we're gonna do 6 cycle, right? Into out, right? And then into out with the tap, like turn to tap, okay? So you're still holding that point. Then, okay, now from here, then from the sticky hand, now you're gonna play by upper hand rules. So that means you maintain the upper hand, right? But this is more like under the level of control. So because now I can tap across to the arms, right? Because we're gonna go for the arm drag. So you have to try to pull push a little bit upper hand, or you're gonna pull push the lower hand to try and keep me off balance, right? So fundamental principle, if I'm fighting for my balance, it's hard for me to fight you, right? So you're gonna be constantly trying to pull push, and if I just drop my hand, you're free to hit my body, right? So that means from the lower hand, I have to stretch out, I have to hold the point and maintain my fullness as I try to come across for the arm drag. Now, upper hand, you can wave, right? And you can, so you can wave like up and down, right? Or you can wave, turn your hand here. You can wave like side to side, right? Up and down. It's like if you try, like you try to reach across to my arm, I can wave, right? To neutralize that attack, right? So I'm lower hand, boom, I come, boom, see? But when I go, again, it's not this, that hand is free, I didn't maintain the point. I'm trying to feed energy, right? Feed the point so that I can have some control as I come across, all right? And then your goal as the upper hand is to prevent me from being able to get the arm drag, and then we'll reverse the rolls, right? And then we'll go into, from here, like some easy sparring, right? Boom, boom. To see if I can get the entry in a more like free format, free play, right? So it's like, because then you're like, I can move, right? I can counter attack, but then if I give you the opportunity, yeah, you're gonna look for, see, like throwing hand, wow. I come out to stretch out to make contact. Close, boom, go. All right, so this, get this right here or here, this, see? Like, all right. Okay, like in a more free play setting. Clear? All right, so first drill, partner up. 6 cycle, so it's alternate spin. Rudy, since your back is bothering you, don't try and hike your partner off the ground, right? So just go from the drag, take the back, get the body lock. Good enough for tonight. You gotta close that distance. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Only thing that stopped you was me keeping my leg around yours, so you couldn't get around me.
All right, so here, check this out from over here. Somebody hold that for me. All right, so this is where, like, your throwing hands comes in, right? Boom, I throw to make contact, and then I can hook, right? So that when if I get here, then I cut, right? There's my upper hand, right? Then I can go from here to catch. Or same thing from here, this. All right, but you gotta have, like I said, that feeding turns into leading, right? Then even if I'm here, because from this, if from upper hand, from lower hand, right? Boom, I can throw this, catch here, see? Right?